All right, everybody. This is a Moto Stars video. We got some people crashing. I think that's a little loud. Let me turn that down just a little bit. There we go. All right, so we got a cruiser here.
Who experienced moment of horror just after he failed to.
Those gloves don't work very well, guys. Get yourself some real gloves. Ooh, a little bit of a tank wobble there. So we talk about this all the time. So a lot of people say, yeah, keep your hands on the handlebars, especially when I'm riding. But the thing is, what I like to do is obviously seek out and recognize hazardous situations. So when we're coming up to here, we're on a bridge. Okay, so we know that when the road transitions to a bridge, there's a transition. It's usually like a bump. But sometimes there's going to be some road surface hazards. So you start seeing it right here. A little bit of a road surface hazard coming up. So we got some construction here. Now, one hand, sure, it might be able to handle it. The suspension does pretty well, but this looks like a little bit older cruiser motorcycle, so maybe not the top of the line suspension. But the main thing here is what's happening is when it bumps, it's going to go ahead and shake a little bit. You only have one hand, so it's going to do the whole death wobble thing. So the suspension, it's going to do that a little bit. So when you see stuff like this, either avoid the road surface hazard or put both hands on the handlebars. Because that can happen right there. Now, very luckily, he didn't crash. You know, you got gyroscopic precession. You got the physics of things that are going to hopefully keep the bike upright. Usually our inputs are the ones that are going to cause the problems. But got very lucky. And then now they're going to have to pull over and check their pants. Yeah, right? All right, let's move on.
Sorry.
Fairden, hey, this is a DanDanTheFireman crew member. Are you in here? No? No? This is a DanDanTheFireman crew member here. Let's see what happens. I got to get quad lock, buddy. Come on now. Oh!
I'm okay. Holy.
Good job with the braking right after, though. Where'd all your friends about to run into? Great job with the braking. I believe this is in Arizona. At least that's what I remember, Fairden. Gyroscopic. Hopefully I said that right. But anyways, yeah, we got this right here. So he's riding. Remember, we got to watch out for road surface hazards in the intersections, especially with the desert. So those of you in like the woods and everything, you got the leaves and grass, you know, whatever all that green stuff is. Here in Arizona, we have dirt. Okay, so we usually have gravel. Right now it's monsoon season, so it rains pretty much every evening, and you're just gonna get stuff kicked up everywhere. Hello from El Salvador. How you doing? So right here, when we're in the middle of a turn, we lose a little bit of traction. You see the little discoloration in the road right there? Oh, look at that. So what is this called? Write in the comments with that rear tire slipping out. What is that called? Like, what is it going to lead into? What could it lead into? There's two different possibilities it could lead into. That's considered a crash. I guess a third if he just keeps it upright. Right there. Great job with the progressive braking. He could have went off the road. So good job with the red stage maneuver. Handled it. It's a close call, yeah. So low side, high side, low side, high side. There you go. You can either do a low side, which is going to fall down, turning in, or he's going to start to lose traction, and it's going to bump him up and slide him out. So good job, guys. So right here, if he just continue to fall down and hit his left side, that's a low side. But when it grabs traction again, like that right there, you see how he almost got launched off? Any higher speed, probably, he would have been flying. So he's probably gripping that tank with his legs pretty hard. And then right there, great progressive braking, pulled in the clutch, didn't even stall, handled it. Good job. All right, oh, snap. Open lane pattern. This is going to be something that you typically see when things are moving, but this is a perfect screenshot right here. Take a quick look at this. The car pretty much cuts off that truck. It says it right there. It says it right there, right? And the only escape for that truck is to turn right and swerve right. So we talk about that as motorcyclists, but this truck did a great job doing that. Couldn't stop in time. Didn't have good enough total stopping distance. So as a motorcyclist, we start to see something like this. This is where we need to be paying attention when we seek out and recognize these hazard situations. This is going to be orange stage. Okay, we're kind of prepped and ready. And once again, if you don't know what these are the stages that we have here at the MTC Rider Academy, the Motorcycle Training Concepts awareness stages. That's unit 1, lesson like 1, 2, and 3. We really jump into that. And so anyways, we're just basically paranoid. We're kind of have like this gut reaction. We're prepped and ready for things in orange stage. Daniel, welcome. Hey, good name. We come up to here, and now we got to do something. We went from orange stage into red stage. This is where we're in action time. We actually have to do something. You know, if somebody's somebody's running at you, wanting to tackle you, are you just going to stand there? Hopefully not, because if you did, that's going to be brown stage. You kind of panicked. You froze. Your goal is to kind of juke them and get out of the way. So same thing with the car. Same thing with the truck. They get in your way. You want to move over. So great job with the swerve. Notice how the guy took up the whole lane. And it's always a Toyota, right? It's either a Prius now It's a 4Runner, and now it looks like a Tacoma. Oh my gosh. Great job with the swerve, C-SPAN. And he's got a quad lock with the vibration dampener. Very nice. It's a VW. Wait, what?
All it took was a moment of inattention, and the rider in the back made a rather
Is that a
costly
red light?
mistake.
Did we just go through a red light? That was a red light. $4,700 in damages. That looks like a red light. What are we doing here?
All
Is
it
that a red
took was
light?
a moment of inattention, and the rider in the back made a rather costly mistake.
I don't know. It looks red light to me. But there's the impact. So what we can do here is if we are riding with a group of friends or even just our buddy, we can talk on our little Cardo Pack Talks and say, hey, I'm turning left. You always want to give a little bit more communication. And we talk about that in Unit 6, which is we're working on right now. It's effective communication and active listening. Got lucky there. Mike Kitts, this is the thumbnail for the live stream.
Immediately loses control of the bike after going right.
Write in the comments why this guy crashed. Write in the comments why he crashed. And there's the face. Right shoulder, left hip. Okay, now we're just getting every single, yeah, everything is just getting impacted there. So what we talk about with this is mechanism of injury. Okay, so right here we got right shoulder, right elbow. We have our face. He's got his face shield down, and hopefully that's going to protect him, but it's not going to be enough for the chin. But yeah, thankfully he's got a helmet. So we got right knee, left hip, left shoulder, left elbow. Now we got our back, and we got our lower back, our lumbar, and we got our hands and feet, and his boot fell off. So we see some oil on the road. So we talk about road surface hazards right there. Right there. Road surface hazard could be gravel, it could be just bumps in the road, it could be oil, it could be, you know, whatever, like a little chihuahua or something. Please don't run the mower. But if you have to, you have to. But yeah, oil slicks right here. Try to avoid them. They're pretty easy to see if you're paying attention, and the goal is to kind of go around them. But if you do hit them, guess what? Part of being a smart rider is acquiring using personal protective equipment just in case everything else fails. You're going to want to have something that mitigates injuries. And this right here is exactly it. So lost traction, there's not much you're going to do in this situation. There really isn't. It's just going to slide out from underneath you. So Flintstoning it, I see that in the comments. Yeah, I mean, he just lost control. So overall, terrible situation. So this looks like a Chiron. Whoa! Lost a little traction here. This guy crashed his brand new bike. So that's an e-bike. Great job. Are you going to rescue? You going to rescue? Very good.
¿Estás bien, tío?
Sí, sí.
¿Seguro?
Sí, sí. No sé qué le ha pasado, macho. Se me ha embriagado.
Okay.
¿Vamos?
Okay. Okay. Very nice.
¿Correcto? ¿Brazos, todo? ¿Seguro? Vale, tío.
So let's go back just a little bit here. Let's figure out a few things. Not that. Let's figure out a few things. So we're coming up here. We're on our e-bike. We're having a great time. I got Super 73s. We got some juice bikes here. Having a great time with that. So take a look at this rider right here. We talk about tight turn from a stop. We talk about, you know, as a very beginner, not even turning, just trying to take off. So friction control or friction zone and throttle control. And then getting into gear. So right here, just dump the clutch. Lost traction. That can easily happen, especially as a brand new rider. I got to get a thumbnail too, by the way. 1 second. Okay. So anyways, I got a thumbnail there. And so he dumps the bike. So right here, we have no gear, and we have a right leg getting trapped underneath the bike. You could easily get lacerations on your calf muscle right there, especially if you don't have high boots or anything like that. It doesn't look like he's got high boots. But lacerations start bleeding, not good. Right arm, if there's any type of metal in the road, any type of sharp objects in the road, start slicing you up. So the guy crashes with his new bike, and no one went to help him. Except for you. You did a great job. Very good. Okay, so at this point, this is when we need to really kind of work on our rescue skills. So we're going to do a little bit of an assessment thing. So let's go ahead and bring this up real quick. So real quick, the rescue awareness. Okay, so remember the first thing here is remaining calm. So you want to stay calm during the accident. He did a great job. He parked his bike. Now he's going to go over to help, okay? So remaining calm. So that way you're not part of the incident. You're not, you're more the secure person. Everyone else is having their adrenaline, fight or flight. You want to go ahead and compartmentalize that during the incident. and take care of yourself. So ensure your own safety. Did a great job there. Did a great job. Parked over here. It doesn't look there's any traffic, and now he's going to move over. He's going to go ahead and look both ways. Very, very good. So traffic is the biggest hazard here. Getting hit by somebody not paying attention. It's very scary. So when I was talking about the lacerations right here, stopping major bleeds, that's something you can totally have control over, especially if there's external bleeding. Internal bleeding, not too much, but external bleeding. So start bleeding out of the leg. If you have a tourniquet, you can apply pressure, whatever it is. Make sure that person is not bleeding out. That's a big thing here. So quickly assessing the severity. So if he's just like bleeding out everywhere, he's got lacerations, maybe his back is all twisted. The one video where the guy crashed in the guardrail, that just got age restricted. But they're completely destroyed. That's when we start to assess the severity here. Hopefully you've made somebody call 911 in at the very beginning, or you call 911 or wherever you're at, whatever the emergency services is, and take care of them. But yeah, this is going to be something difficult to do, but one of the major things that we can do here is stopping those bleeds. All right.
¿Estás bien, tío?
Sí, sí.
¿Seguro?
Sí, sí. No sé qué le ha pasado, macho.
So we got a great question. Definitely don't want to run over a Chihuahua, but if you have to run over something, typically it's going to be something smaller. You want to avoid like coyotes or like javelina or any type of medium to large style or large animal. But if you cannot avoid like a small dog or like a snake or something like that, you might have to run it over. Because if you try to panic brake or slam the brakes, more than likely you're going to dump the bike. So maybe ABS will kick in, maybe not. But hopefully you don't run over dogs. Hopefully you don't. I haven't had that issue, knock on wood. But once again, small things, kind of have to do it sometimes. All right, here we go. Going through here. And we're going to have an uncommon thing. Somebody pull out. There you go, side of the bus. What are you doing, bus? Great job with the escape. Great job with the escape. You don't want to run over cats either. You don't want to run over cats. So right here, we're coming up to here. We have a great line of sight. We don't have very much of an issue. I'm probably in yellow stage here, just kind of relaxed, zoned in, kind of scanning for things here and there, kind of scanning. Not a big deal. And we get up to here, and all of a sudden the bus starts to creep out. Okay, still not a big deal. They got off the shoulder. But I'm going to be like a little bit of an orange stage. I just don't like it when a vehicle is kind of doing this into my lane. So a little bit of an orange stage here. Remember, because we're planning our ride. We're positioning for safety. We're locating this hazardous situation. It could be, who knows? But we're assessing right now if it's a relevant threat. And if it is, we got to navigate it. We're coming up to here. Oh, you're in my lane, buddy. If I was a car, we would be hitting each other. So at this point, finding an escape path is really important. Okay, so good thing with motorcyclists, or motorcycles or bicycles or whatever, it's basically not cars, is that we're just super tiny. We can find really cool escape paths. Okay, do you guys like to play around? I like to get on like the line and see if I can maintain a line like a balance beam and realize how short or how small of a profile you really are. It's kind of fun. But yeah, that's exactly what he did. Found the escape. Shot through right there. Look at that. Pretty good. Pretty good. Nice and easy. Going through there. If we were a car, you know, we would have basically just, boom, right here, got hit. So he did a great job. Got through here. Now we're going to go ahead and maintain, and we're not going to get hit today. That's great. Good job. Found the escape path. Yeah, too wide of an angle. Dog breath. Interesting name. Okay, we got a corner. Chevrons indicating sharp. Whoa, buddy can't pay attention there. Good job with the rider paying attention. You notice how he rolled off the throttle? Yeah, so right here we got a crest of the hill. We got a sharp turn coming up. Yeah, if only he rev bombed the bus, right? It would have solved every problem. So right here we got those chevrons. Okay, we got the chevrons right there indicating it's a sharp left turn. Okay, it might not be super sharp, but it's sharper than a normal turn. That's the point of the signage. And the cool thing is that it's orangish yellow, which is kind of goes along with, you know, what we're trying to do here. There's a reason why I pick certain colors. Well, it's actually the Smith system, but still, it's pretty important. I like doing middle. So we have right here, we have like left, middle, right. Now, people can call it left, center, right. 1, 2, 3. You know, whatever it is. It's the middle. It's the middle lane. It's pretty simple right here. So middle. And the reason why I like that is because if a dumb like this truck driver decided to come over into our lane, kind of like that. So if we're in the left side, we're going to have to do a major swerve to get to the right. But if we're over here in the middle, we just kind of do a quick little, you know, adjustment over to the right. I use the tennis analogy all the time. You know, if you're out on the if you guys played tennis or anything, you're out in the back, somebody hits it to your left, you run to the left, but you get right back in the middle. You run to your right, you run back to the middle. You always try to get back to baseline, try to get back to that middle so you can actually make small adjustments versus now I'm all the way on the left side. Now I got to run all the way to the right, run all the way to the left, run all the way. No, just go ahead and sit in the middle. People are worried about oil and everything, so avoid the oil. If you see oil on the road, just go ahead and switch to the left, switch to the right, whatever it is. But for the most part, when there's cars like this, I like to be in the middle so I can have a good space cushion to the left, so I can have a space cushion to the right, so I can have escapes to the left and right also. And it also kind of helps out with this. That's what I'm talking about here. What? Yeah, good job. Yes, and if you want to, Ricky Bobby, stick to the outside too, so you have better line of sight. That's a great option. It's all dependent on how you want to ride, but I love middle. Oh, we're passing in front of a turn. Ooh, we got a... Whoa, trailer dude, no.
The front thinks that the best way to ensure the safety is to block them up like this.
No good.
The result.
What a jerk. We're not going to pay attention too much to this one. Just stay behind the vehicle. And if you have a good straightaway like this, go ahead and make it. So that was a good choice. But watch out. Yeah, watch out. Don't hit your buddy. And watch out for any turns coming up. Oh, you want to cause some problems here, huh? Yeah, that was on purpose. That guy was being a jerk on purpose. And he's going to pull out his phone so he can get their license plates. Nobody cares. Reckless endangerment. Yeah, reckless endangerment, though. So, people like this, they love being like civilian police officers, and cops don't care. Cops really don't care. So the main thing here is keeping your safety. Let's go ahead and skip this. Yeah, he has nothing better to do in his life. He's bitter. All right, here we go. Gorza's Attila, that's his name. Side of the vehicle, watch out, merging. We got a big hazard situation, definitely orange stage. Got through it, not a big deal. It's probably typical for them. Ted's Moto Adventures, nice little U-turn. Okay, high rev. Don't hit the curb. Oh, hit a sandbag, keep it up. Good job. This is where you practice your U-turns. Very, very important. Okay, guys? So go to the parking lot. We got a booklet here, training drills. Practice your U-turns. Lots of fun stuff in there. Casual rider. Okay, we're gonna lane filter. That was an open spot. That was an open pattern. You can see it ahead of time. Did you guys see it ahead of time? Write in the comments if you saw it. Write in the comments. Oh, watch out for that one. We're just running into hazards because we're trying to rush through things. These hazards are going to show up anyways, but it's kind of like our reaction to it. Are we getting pissed, or we're just like, this is just the cost of doing business, basically? Okay, nice little braking. Don't get hit in the rear. There it is.
The driver in the back busy with something else entirely and
wasn't paying attention and just didn't see. We're such a small profile. It's really difficult. This is why we need to wear gear. Deviant rider, open lane. Okay, switch over. Don't fight for it, because you're going to switch over anyways. Make it more. Was that a knife that fell out? Okay, this one I can see. Okay, found the escape, got through it, moving through. Watch out for the open. There it is. Switch over. Don't fight for it. You can switch to the right and get back. All right, easy main rider. We're gonna skip some of those. Those are pretty easy. Okay, we got a crest of the hill coming up. We just talked about running over a small dog, but we don't want to be running over small dogs. And if we had to, here's the thing. We can run over a squirrel. If we had to, we could. But the goal is, look, we have all this room right here. We could totally, move over to the left, move over the right's going to be, the squirrel's going to the right. So you don't want to intercept it and run it over on purpose. So maybe go to the left. At the end of the day, you never know. They might run back and forth. That's the thing though. Okay. If you slam the brakes trying to avoid something small like this, you could just crash from slamming the brakes, panic braking, going to brown stage. So swerving, accidentally hitting, okay. Now, if it was like a deer, you definitely want to get away from that. You want to swerve those things. If it's something any bigger, you want to swerve. If it's like a refrigerator in the middle of the road that somehow is walking across, I don't know how it works. What is this? Yeah, you want to swerve out of the way. You don't want to hit anything big, but if you have to, you can run over something small. Okay, what's going to happen here? Usually when it's from a truck point of view or it's something bad happens. I don't... Okay, open lane. Okay, we're doing pretty good, though. Is this person going to slam the brakes in the front? We're just moving around, having fun. He switched lanes quickly. Very good. I kind of do that. Not a big deal. Keep an open spot for your buddy. There you go. Okay, we're switching back. Is the motorcyclist just going to be pissed? Motorcycle man. Why are you getting pissed? You just cut off a truck. What are you doing? Okay, law of gross tonnage, guys. You know this. The lug nut rule, whatever you want to call it. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. The only thing saving you in this situation is the fact that the truck driver doesn't want to get vehicular manslaughter. Like, that's the only thing that the law itself is the only thing protecting you. And not a lot of people care about the law. Okay? That was the stupidest thing I've seen today. And I've seen some dumb things today. Who wrote that? The teleprompter. We need to get it fixed. Justin Burton, here we go.
Change the channel, Dad. We didn't do that.
Oh. So what do you think? Was that like gravel in the road surface hazard? So the guy right there, road surface hazard, maybe going a little too fast in the very sharp corner and then slammed the brakes and dumped it. What do you guys think? Write it in the comments. Gravel or a combination of all those things. Because part of what happens with a crash is that it's multiple different factors. So if we're going slow and made that turn and there's gravel, hey, maybe we could have solved it. But if we're going fast, there's gravel, we slam the brakes, we have bald tires, there could be multiple different things that can cause that crash. What do you guys think? That's the cool thing is that there's not really many wrong answers on that one. Oh, there's a cop. All right, where?
Somebody got a new car.
Don't get in trouble, buddy. It's a red light.
It's like somebody needs to learn how to drive it.
Oh my gosh. What a dum-dum. Ready, set, rusty. All right, here we go. All right, open lane pattern. Watch out for the car on the right. There it is. Why do you think I saw that? So think of yourself, like when you're in that position. Why do you think I saw that? Because it's probably the same reason why you might have seen that. Why would that? This is kind of like I'm throwing it back on you because whenever we talk about these things here, it's usually just like telling you my opinion, and I don't want to armchair quarterback, but it's like this is something that we see all the time. We see it all the time. So write in the comments why you think you saw it. Let's go ahead and go back just a little bit here. Let's watch the situation. The whole point of this is road strategy, right? The road strategy. So we're understanding road behavior, driver behavior, and that way we can at least anticipate something. Why do you think he wanted to switch lanes? Write it in the comments. All right, Big Jim Bob 3737. We got somebody coming out. We have an escape path. What are we gonna do? Let's get ourselves out of there. Remember, we can accelerate through the escape path. Give it a little bit of throttle. Make it go. Make it go. Watch out where you're going though, because you don't want to run into a parked car. All right, too fast, too soon. Okay, let's see what happens here. Intersection. We're gonna be in orange stage. Anybody gonna pull into our lane? It's our left turn lane. This guy's gonna cut it short. Watch. There it is. People cut those things really, really short, guys. Let's not play around with that. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed that MotoStars video. Make sure you sign up for the MTC Rider Academy.